Is it just me, or are these very nice, stylish looking chairs? Or raised stools, whatever you'd call them. I don't usually like arrangements like this, but they've got a good back to them. Shame I don't have 3 friends with me. Then we could all sit in here and enjoy our ice creams, perhaps. Yum. Heading away now south of the old town. Not doing a full circuit of the place. Plenty of time to see other parts of the old town. And it may take on a slightly different appearance at different times of the morning and afternoon, early evening. I didn't get out early myself this morning. I lay in bed having woken up early and just decided to get up 8:15, something like that, and then got chatting with other folks, and really I've ended up with it now being closer to midday, which is unfortunate in some respects, but also you shouldn't lose track of other aspects of your travels. You know, if you're having a chat with somebody, or if you can find an opportunity to help somebody out, particularly if they directly asked you for some help, then why not just take things a little bit slower and don't put your own priorities first. Of course, if you're rushing for a bus or a plane, it's a different kettle of fish, isn't it? Here's the tram, which does a circuit of the old town. But again, like the cars, they're pretty respectful of people who are trying to cross over the road. That's something new. Krakow story. Oh, information point. Whether it's manned or womaned, I'm not sure. Doesn't appear to be anybody there at all, but perhaps when you go inside. Ulica Grodzka. Ooh, if you want to book some tours, what have they got going there? To the Velichka salt mine, Auschwitz-Birkenau, a city tour by electric car, the Wawel Hill audio guide tour, as well as private tours to Zakopane, Częstochowa, very religious sort of pilgrim's destination with the Black Madonna in that city. Wadowice. Might be worth sticking your nose in if you are the sort of person who's in need of a tour. Just don't want to be bothered with the hassle of arranging something yourself. But of course, if you're a cheap guy like me, you'll just be doing it independently and saving a shed load of money. The Church of Saints Peter and Paul the Apostles, consecrated in 1635, is the first Baroque church in Krakow and was constructed by a few builders. The facade and interiors were designed by Giovanni Trevano. The church was funded by Sigismund III Vasa for the Jesuits. There we are, Saints alive. And the hardest workers in Krakow today, those unfortunate equines Oh, there are some golden classical music concerts hosted here. If you're in need of a golden classical music concert, you might want to check out the itinerary for the St. Peter and Paul Church. Alternatively, you could just hang around and listen to these gals for free. Which is being a cheapskate and a half, isn't it? Don't know if the reflection is going to spoil this, but some nice little puppets. If you got a place to put a souvenir puppet, and just to confirm what you already suspected, we are here having walked down Grodzka and we're faced with Wawel Hill, Wawel Castle on top. Whoops, slippery stones. How to get up? Do you want to get up? Do you? You're not going to make a sick man go up a hill, are you? Of course you are. Lady with vermin, or ermine, from 1490, Da Vinci's masterpiece, allegedly. She's got a funny hand, hasn't she? Should be able to see that one in the Sukiennica, in the museum there. Kościuszki Mound. Tadeusz Kościuszko, if you remember, that Polish independence fighter, who also fought in the American War of Independence. Somebody decided it's a good idea to raise a mound to his memory. Probably inspired by the fact that there's an ancient mound here, which has evidently given up some of its treasures through excavation. Not prehistoric, surprising. Dates from around about the 14th century and not before. The last thing I really need, a walk uphill, but no rest for the wicked, they say. Maybe it's just me. Not too bad an incline, but I definitely prefer the idea of walking up on the grass, not with stones. And here are all the latest prices, folks. If you want to go everywhere, good luck with that, but it all adds up, doesn't it? I think I'm just going to content myself being on my own and feeling a bit rough with seeing what I can see for free. That's what we cheap guys do, isn't it? It looks as though if we want to see anything else, including the castle itself, you need to go back and stand in line to buy the tickets. Good luck with that. Pope John Paul II in the house or in the castle. And I seem to remember the last time I was here, came here with Beata and we'd arrived sort of just as the place was all closing down, which is a sign in itself. Okay, you're not meant to see the cathedral today or the castle. Up here there's another ticket office to buy tickets for the cathedral, clearly signposted. Definitely want to interest the non-Polish tourists. Just put this in English. So they think these are normal prices. What do you think? cathedral exterior and courtyard with some little gardens and the obligatory restaurant over in the distance, I see. Leaflet in English about what you see in the Cathedral Museum, if that tickles your fancy. Worth £5 of your money? I was about to use the toilet and then I realised there's actually a nun outside the toilet with a little begging bowl, and it just felt so distasteful and uncomfortable I decided to leave. Yeah, maybe it's just me. Perhaps other people are relaxed about that situation, but I thought, crikey, they've not got enough money out of you for the tickets. Ah well. Let's take in some views, shall we? Get away from all the commercialism. And I was going to say money grasping. Can I say that? No, I just have. Could edit it out later. I'll see what mood I'm in when I'm video editing. I think we need to head down here for the free stuff, if there's any more free stuff left. The Royal Palace, with its inner arcaded courtyard, was built during the reign of Sigismund I from 1504 to 1535. The hill is surrounded by fortifications built from the 14th to the mid-19th century. In the outer courtyard there are the outlines of 2 medieval churches and a few residential buildings demolished in the first half of the 19th century. Nice model though, isn't it? Who needs a drone when you've got a model like this to play with? £5, £1 British pound to use the toilet. Seriously? What's that all about? I wonder.